I'm starting my second hardcore world after my previous one was deleted by a creeper on day 105. Different platform, but... No way, did we just get smacked by a creeper? This time will be different though, as I learned so much from my first hardcore world which allowed us to get the perfect start this time. So, let me show you how I managed to get here. I loaded up a brand new world with the tectonic generation mod so the land is much larger and immediately started punching trees. I made a wooden pick, harvested enough stone to make myself a stone pick and an axe as well as a furnace, and then began chopping a bunch of wood. My goal was to get a full stack. I made a video recently where I showed the 5-step method to surviving, and collecting 64 logs is step 1. I then found a bunch of coal, a little bit of iron, made myself a furnace and then continued chopping trees until I had a total of 64 logs. I decided to venture further up the hill where I found a cave. Inside the cave would be the perfect spot to set up a place to smelt my iron. I got into a small fight and the clouds made me blind, so I changed my settings to move them up a bit and then got back to work on smelting up my iron as well as harvesting some more iron and ore and coal ore that was around the outside of the mountain and the inside of the cave. It was time to turn the iron into some actual gear. The gear would provide us with enough protection to keep us alive even if we were swarmed, which will come in handy very soon. I got enough to craft an iron pickaxe, an iron sword, a shield and a full set of iron armor to make sure I was safe from anything that could come my way. I almost had a full set but accidentally made an extra set of leggings instead of a helmet, which was annoying, but thankfully I still had enough iron smelting to make the helmet. I then decided to make my way down the mountain towards the ocean to start looking for a place to get set up. While I make my way over there, let me explain some of the rules for this hardcore world. Firstly, I cannot use totems at all. They make hardcore too easy. If we die, we are dead, no second chances. Secondly, once we have our first base set up, we can't skip any nights. We must fight through the night regardless of what we are doing. And finally, we must build everything beautifully. No ugly builds anywhere in the world. I found some peaceful animals relaxing, so I killed them so I could get plenty of food. I then noticed a nearby village nearby, so I went in and stole pretty much everything of value. Bookshelves, food, crops and whatever else I could get my little hands on. I also found my first diamond in one of the chests. A little useless right now, but it would at least be the start of our fortunes. I turned all of the hay bales into bread and we were definitely going to be fed for a while, compliments of the village of course. It was now time to find some stronger minerals, diamonds. So I jumped into my boat and started looking for some underwater caves. Once I found one, I swam down and then crafted a door so I could breathe underneath the water. I found some diamonds in the water and then decided just to dig in lines until I found enough. Midway through mining, my iron pick broke, so I crafted a quick diamond one. I got extremely lucky finding 33 diamonds in total. I've never found so many diamonds before in such a short period of time, so it was truly the best luck I could have gotten. I made my way back to the top and started searching for a place to build. It was only day 2, so I was well ahead of where I was last time. I found an awesome lake surrounded by mountains and almost settled there, but decided to keep looking. I found a huge mountain with some gigantic mountain peaks nearby, with the perfect view of the surrounding land. I knew exactly what I wanted to build there immediately, but first we needed to get ourselves a bit more set up. Our gear was not ready for that yet. I used some of the diamonds to craft up a diamond chestplate and leggings and crafted up 2 chests to store all of the things I had. I put some chicken in the furnace because who doesn't love some Minecraft fried chicken, and then got to work on flattening the land slightly to make building easier. I used 4 more diamonds to craft a diamond axe and a shovel just to make the task a little quicker. Plus, I needed to save some iron for later. I then realized that we didn't have enough blocks to make a beautiful house, so I made the decision to create an underground base, something I have made a lot of recently. I dug down into the ground 27 blocks and began excavating a large room. The plan was to get myself a basic but valuable underground room with most things that I needed to be able to keep me going for the first few weeks in this new world. I wanted to make an even larger underground base which would connect to a river which would flow from the top of the mountain all the way down the side to the lake that surrounds the entire mountain. Plus, underground bases are much safer to work in since you can control where mobs spawn and if they can get into the base much easier. I made a large square 4 blocks high, which would provide plenty of space to set everything we needed up. I started smelting up some stone so we could make the base look a lot nicer. Once I was happy with the size, I threw down some oak logs around all 4 sides to get some compartments laid out. I added in 2 chest compartments, a furnace compartment, and did some extra detail into the floor, adding in some special stone brick patterns to make it a little more interesting. I got some other compartments ready for future development and then made space for a portal. Now, while I'm building this underground base, I thought it would be the perfect time to let you know that we are trying to hit 100k subs before GTA 6 releases. So if you're enjoying the video, it would mean the world to me if you subscribe. You can always unsubscribe later if you change your mind. I remembered hearing lava when I was coming up the side of the mountain, so I headed back to the area and dug towards the sound. I grabbed enough obsidian and then crafted a portal. Now, I hate the nether, it's dangerous, so I didn't want to spend much time there. I then started building a bridge across the nether to hopefully locate a fortress, until I ran into some more piglins. I threw them some gold thinking they would then like me, until I remembered I needed to wear gold so they didn't want to kill me. That fixed the problem. I kept building until I found a bastion, stole their gold, and then found a fortress nearby. I killed a bunch of blazers so we could get to the end. I also killed some wither skeletons, collected some nether warts, and made my way back to the portal, but not before handing all of the gold I collected to the piglins to hopefully get some ender pearls. Luckily I had plenty of gold that I stole and was gifted more than enough ender pearls. Once I got back to my base, I sorted my loot into the chests and crafted up some more item frames so I could easily find what I needed without going through hundreds of chests like I had to do in my previous world. And there you have it, the perfect start for this brand new hardcore world. Next, we will get a fully functioning and powerful villager trading room set up to get us ready to fight the Ender Dragon. When the video is done, it will be pinned at the very top of the comment section. Otherwise, subscribe so you don't miss it. I will see you again very soon.